Hello and welcome. I'm Asanda, a teacher passionate about saving and making the most of my income. On this channel, I share my experiences and successes and challenges as I work towards financial stability. I feel like my voice works better with this intro. Anyway, or maybe I just like it. I don't know. So today we're talking about moving forward. No more too much backwards or standing still. We're moving forward. The dream woman, my dream woman. What are we going to do about it? How are we going to get there? Okay, so I made notes because when I started on the Dave Ramsey baby steps, I didn't just be like, let's swing it. I had to write things down. And so when it comes to this, I'm also going to take it as serious and write it down. Okay, so in my late teens and my early 20s, I was in varsity. And through varsity, I had dreams, I wanted to own property. I wanted to do certain things. So one of the things that I'm going to do as a dream version of myself is go back to those dreams, sort of like refine them and sieve through and see which ones I can take with me forward, right? And which ones maybe are not so relevant now, because when was I 19? In 2000 and who knows? 2001, 2009, 2010? I don't know. So it's like, no. Okay. Some of the dreams are relevant now, but some are not. At the same time, I'm not going to dismiss the 19-year-old me. I'm not going to dismiss the 25-year-old me or the 35-year-old me. That Asanda is the one that made it possible for me to be here, financially secure and able to become the dream version of myself. Thank you. Thank you, Asanda. But now, this Asanda who gets to enjoy the ride to Dreamland is going to have to also be responsible, There's no rights without responsibilities. I have the right to enjoy this as the oldest Asanda worked for it, but at the same time, there are responsibilities to every right. Okay. And so we need a game plan. I've already started, so I will be sharing that. We have started and everything, but we need a game plan. And I'm a big fan of baby steps because when I did the baby steps with Dave Ramsey, it worked. I'm still on the baby steps. I'm on like baby steps 5, 6 or 4, 5, whatever, 4, 5, 6. But at the same time, I'm feeling like, I can get started on other things now because the bank balance has been renovated. So let's go. The dream version of myself. So what I've been doing is, since I found Dave Ramsey, I didn't just fall into finding the Dave Ramsey videos. What happened was I was watching other people talking about money, and I found this couple from South Africa who was following the Dave Ramsey plan, and I was like, who is this Dave Ramsey? And I went there and I was so happy to find the baby steps, find Dave Ramsey, and it worked for me. So I went back to videos that I've been watching for entertainment. So I've been watching videos like level up videos, high value videos, 1% women videos, researching videos. I've been watching all those videos for entertainment. And now I've gone back and I'm watching them, sieving through them and trying to figure out what can I do. Okay. So I'm also noticing there's a lot of lies on social media. People are making up stories and telling them as if it's somebody else's story that now they get to tell you. Okay, I guess if it's entertaining, it's fiction. But I feel like, why don't you just tell us if you've made the story up? It's a nice story, but you made it up. So when I was listening to these videos, I was like, a lot of lies on those videos. And I find that the women who talk about 1% women they talk about leveling up as if it's something. No. It's like there's a back and forth fight with the people who use the term high level up or high value, or the people who are saying, it's like there's a back and forth where they're at each other's throats, trying to prove that when I talk about 1% women, no, it's not leveling up. What I've noticed is that it's all the same nonsense. It is good nonsense, but it is all the same nonsense. So you talk about 1% women, you talk about leveling up, you think you're better? No, you're not. You think your nonsense is better? No, it's not. It's all the same nonsense. But what I've noticed is there's some good values and tricks and tips that one can use to bring to their own life and sort of like level up or reset or refine their lives. You know me, I'm going to be sieving through it and then finding the best one. Okay. are a couple of girls that I want to be listening to for a little while. And then I'm going to curate a more perfect package for myself. Of course, I'm not going to listen to everything they have to say. There's a lot of lying. There's a lot of exaggeration. There's a lot of curation. I even wrote it down. I found exaggeration, curation, making things up, lying. It's the same nonsense. All of them do it. It's like, oh yeah, this is for content. Oh, I forgot. Because I'm already trying to change my life and this is for content. Anyway, I'm going to repeat again. I do not understand why, if you're telling us a fictional story, you're pretending it's a real story. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're lying. Let's move on. Okay, so game plan. So what I am doing is doing the morning routine. So in the mornings, I need time for this. Now, I was convinced that there's very little time for me in the mornings to do anything. So it's like, you're just going, or you're like, get up, get things done. You're finding yourself, you're grabbing things before you leave the door. Oh my goodness. It's all because I am not doing it right. That's exactly why. It is because I'm not doing it right. The moment I relaxed and I started doing things step by step, I am so calm in the mornings now. I am so calm. So I'm getting up, I'm decluttering, I'm washing up, I'm doing my facial routine, I'm picking up my stuff, I'm eating. I haven't eaten yet, but I found time to eat. What I do is I pack my breakfast, my cereal, and I eat it at school. So I want to come to a point where I'm eating it in my room. Anyway, I'm dressing up and I'm sitting there having a few minutes to rest. Then I'm walking nicely to catch the transport. It's like, where did all the time come from? It was always there. I just haven't been productive and planning things properly and doing it step by step and calmly. Oh, the dream version of me. The dream version of me. Okay, so it's like, so I was like, what can I do? What can I do to make sure that I'm following my morning routine properly? This is not a morning routine to get rich. So I'm following the morning routine properly so that I can enjoy these lovely... It's like I'm doing everything in slow motion. Like, what in the world just happened? Whew. So I was like, when I wanted to save, I wanted to use my money responsibly, I drew up a budget. So I'm going to draw up a plan for my morning. So I'm going to break down my time nicely and be like, I need to do that, and I need to do that. And then I remembered when I was back then living in the darkness and I wanted to get out of it. One of the things that I found on social media was somebody who said, use a timer and time yourself, everything you're doing, time yourself so that you can know you're spending too much time on something and not moving to the next thing.